All right, you guys, I'm literally just filming on my iPhone, but I'm here in the garage. Rudi came out here this morning and our Groms were parked right there and they are gone. So Rudi gave me a call, found out that our Groms were taken. But you guys can tell this garage is broken. So it is just left wide open and unfortunately our bikes were taken. A little flustered right now, especially with Rudi. I know we worked really hard on getting our Grom to look like that, so man, I really hope we find these things. I'm gonna hop in the truck, I'm gonna drive around and see if we can see if anyone dumped them somewhere or something, so wish me luck, guys. Oh my God, do I have a story for you guys today. Obviously, as you guys know by the title, my Grom was stolen. Right now I'm on this Turbo Ant. Now this company sent me this scooter. I'm gonna do a whole review video on this scooter later, but right now I just gotta explain to you guys this story and we'll do that video another time. What's going on over there? As you guys probably know from the videos, we keep our Groms and we park them right here. Now typically what happens is there's a car here, and a car here. So our Groms are pretty much blocked off from getting taken. But unfortunately this day there was no car here, so people who wanted to steal our bikes could easily pick it up and throw it in their truck. I'm not sure if this garage is still broken or not. But this garage was left wide open for about 5 days. All right, they got it fixed. That garage was left open for 5 days, and on the 5th day was the day someone decided to come in here and steal my Grom. At 2:52 a.m. in the morning, this guy came through here in a red truck, which we caught on footage. You can see him drive underneath this this camera. He comes over here, and of course you can't see our car because the camera is just a little bit too far. But he did it so fast. He grabs the Groms, he puts them in the truck, throws it in there, and he is gone. That is when he took Rudi's Grom. I might have said both Groms, but he only took the one. So at this point, this guy takes Rudi's Grom in like just a couple of blocks down the street. There's an abandoned red truck along with Rudi's Grom, just abandoned. And we have no idea why they let go of the Grom, why the truck was still there, why they just left it in this parking garage. But long story short, the cops came to go pick up the bike because it was reported that there was a suspicious vehicle in that parking garage. So fast forward 2 hours later, right? These guys don't have any Groms, they don't have anything, but they come back in a silver truck. So just like before, you see the silver truck take a turn into here. He drives over, does the same exact thing. Once again, because there's no cars, they could easily just get out of the truck. Of course, the camera can't see it. It had to have been two guys because they did it so fast. They grabbed the bike, they walked over here, threw it in the truck. You see them turn around, and then they make their way out. So here it is, where it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Rudi comes out here, and she sees her car. She looks in front and she literally dropped everything. I mean, like a movie scene. She drops everything and she goes, oh my God. Rudi gives me a call and she asked me if I moved the Groms. And as soon as she asked me if I moved them, I was like, oh, So at 9 o'clock in the morning, which was 4 hours after our Groms were stolen, we found out that they were gone. So as you guys know, we call the police, we let them know that it's gone. But like at this point, guys, I am panicking. I spent like the first hour on social media trying to go over the camera footage so I can get that out there. The first camera footage was my phone of the vehicle leaving. An hour later, we were able to download the footage, get the real clip up so I could get the clearest picture to see if anyone could figure out plates, names, anything. Rudi obviously decided to skip work. She's walking up and down the streets. We saw in the footage the car took a left, so we literally went to every single building down the street to see if we could track the vehicle as far as we could, you know, to at least figure out if we knew what direction to go.
Why would they steal my bike, dump it,
and then go pick mine up?
and then go get yours?
I think that maybe my bike just looks better. So there's like...
Okay.
There's an entrance there. Do you want to try that?
Yeah, we can go talk to them.
Yeah. When was this? Last night, yeah.
So I don't know if there's any security footage that we can look at to see.
Yeah, like unfortunately we ourselves wouldn't be able to give you the footage directly. We would have to give it to the police. They could get it to you, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Alright, well, hopefully this info helps, so.
Thank you very much.
So Rudi and I are scrambling, we're walking into buildings, we're asking them questions, we're seeing if they're letting us see their footage. And honestly guys, like we just could not find anything. We had zero leads, we had no idea where this thing was. At this point we do have Rudi's Grom, we know that it's in the impound, but we have absolutely no leads and nothing for my Grom. You know, at this point I was just kind of devastated. There's only so much driving around that you can do before you're just like, I am wasting my time. But you know, we went into Council Bluffs, we went into downtown Omaha, we looked pretty much everywhere that we could. But unfortunately, we really just had no luck finding that thing. You know what, that looks like this garage is still broken, which is really triggering. Like, if that wasn't broken, I wouldn't have even had my Grom stolen at all. So I can't even begin to tell you guys how much Rudi did. She had literally walked into this building, to that building, that building, that building, that building. I mean, we went to every single person to figure out if we could track the bikes. And the longer I didn't have my bike, the more it was setting in that I just was not gonna get this thing back. Keep in mind, guys, it is like 40 degrees outside. It is freezing yesterday. This is when everything was taken. I couldn't have just hopped on my bike and like tried to look around for it. I had to do it in my truck. So fast forward later into the night, I got a phone call, and the phone call was from a friend of mine who let me know that he got images of my bike in someone's apartment. And at this point, you know, I'm freaking out. But it ended up being a little bit sketchy at first. It was some, you know, it was a friend of a friend of a friend who knew that where my bike was. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's nice, but that's not very helpful. Like, I really need to just figure out how to get this bike. So we finally got a lead. We were able to talk with this like friend of a friend of a friend. He let us know what apartment complex it was at. So I'm trying to talk with this guy. I'm trying to meet up with him. I'm trying to call the cops, let them know we know exactly where the bike is. I show up with the cops. You know, we show up at this gas station, and the cop talks to us for a while, tries to get as much information from us. We try to give them as much information that we have.
Hello. How's it going? So I just want to update you on all the info that I have, but there's a guy named who happens to know where my bike is. It's at a certain apartment complex. If you scroll up here, you'll see that they have my bike in that apartment. He's trying to like stall them if they're trying to move the bikes or anything or something like that.
Has been in the apartment to see the bike?
Yes, he said it's in there.
Okay, all right, we will head over there, okay?
Thank you.
Your bike?
It is my and it's pretending, or might be someone there who knows someone else who's buying it.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
So much, thank you.
Long story short, we show up to this place. We end up meeting the friend of the friend of the friend, which turns out this guy was really, really nice. He literally pretended like he was going to go buy this Grom for $1,000. First it was 500, then 600, then 1,000, just to delay this guy as much as possible. I really can't thank this guy enough. His name was, I cannot thank enough. But long story short, we're sitting there waiting for the cops. We have no idea what's going on. We just know that the cops are, you know, talking to the people that could potentially have my bike. And police showed up. They're not allowed to enter the house if they don't see anything, if they don't see the Grom. You know, they need a search warrant. They're not even allowed to enter. But because these guys kept it in their backyard, the cops were able to see it. They were able to identify it. People made eye contact with the cops, and that's when the cops were able to draw their weapons. They saw the bike. They knew that it was mine. And the guy was busted. I mean, that was it.
Oh my god.
We got the bikes back.
Oh my
we
God.
actually got the bikes back. There's a cop right outside my window right now.
Oh my god. We're gonna have 4 people detained in custody.
4 people are arrested. One of them admitted to it, so he's going to jail.
They literally
So
like we can get them.
we can actually get it back. We can actually get it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get so emotional.
Mind if I step out?
Yep, good.
I can't believe this.
I don't know if they're aware. The other girl
Oh my gosh.
who contacted him to buy the bike.
This is it. This is it. Thank you so much.
So, just this right here. Bike going then.
Probably the bar lock, yeah.
Oh yeah, they broke the ignition.
So, yeah. Yeah, so let your insurance know about
by the way,
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that
Registration
was
to the bike?
registration is in there.
Any damage?
They broke this had a
So this was
bar
locked,
lock.
so they
So
had
they
to have
snapped
broken
it.
the bar lock.
In the event you get pulled over and it does show stolen,
You're
you're going to be there with it. You can explain to them before they run the VIN that
Okay.
it was stolen. They may see it, but your name's on the registration, so it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Just, okay, I don't know, you know, you ride bikes for a living. I don't know if you're the one that would take off from the cops.
No, never. No,
well, they take off from us all the time.
I bet.
Will, do you need help?
I got it. Thank you guys so much.
Don't slip, don't slip. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Like, seriously, give me a hug. Like,
You're welcome.
thank you. We could not have done this without you. You've really saved us so much.
Oh, My son will be excited to hear the story.
What's your son's name?
Devin.
Devin. We'll have to say hi to Devin. Gosh, holy crap, I cannot believe you got a bike! This was literally like SEAL Team 6 recovery. The package is acquired. It is back there. Excuse me, they messed that up bad.
Yeah, that's gone.
Look at that.
Bitches.
Look at that, they snapped that too. Look at
Oh yeah, all the wiring and everything. Well, I'll try to fix that soon.
better than a whole new bike, right?
Yeah. Alright, let's go home.
Alright.
My bike does have a couple of things that are messed up. The ignition's f***ed up. I didn't even really get to look at it all because it was at like 5 in the morning. I know there's going to be some issues with that thing. So it's going to take some time to put that together. Because this happened, you know, it's definitely going to cost me some money to get that thing back to where it was. So if you guys could really help support me, the best way to do that is to get merch. We're actually going to be dropping some new merchandise that we weren't going to, but we're going to drop it right now. I think there's a couple new wristbands. We got some pop sockets. We got some cool things. That's the absolute best way to support me. You know, I've never been a guy to do like any type of GoFundMe stuff, but at least you guys get something in return. And if you guys can't afford that, or you guys don't want to do that, I totally get it. So if you guys could just like and share today's video, that would be literally the best way to support me. But at least one guy was arrested. He had a warrant out for his arrest. Got caught with theft because he took it from Nebraska to Iowa. I'm sure that's a little bit more charges for taking it across state lines. So long story short, this guy's screwed. He's going to be in prison for a long time. That man definitely stole the wrong person's bike. I can't even begin to tell you how much the community came together to help me find this thing. I had so much support on every platform. I mean, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everyone there was like literally there to help me find this thing. And I cannot thank the community enough. If it weren't for everyone literally coming together, sharing my posts, letting everyone know that my bike was stolen, you know, I don't think we'd be here being able to find that Grom at all. I can't thank you guys enough for all the help, all of the support. But you know, honestly, I'm just so incredibly grateful that I have my bike back. We still have to go grab Rudi's bike from the impound. Right now I'm literally just trying to update YouTube, update you guys as much as possible so you guys know what's going on. But my bike was stolen. It was found. We found it at literally 4:30 in the morning. The fact that we were even up at that time when we got the call that someone knew where my bike was, like that's pretty crazy. Trying to get in contact with the Iowa police was a hassle. Every time we called 911, it was the Omaha police, and then they can't transfer us. So that was definitely an interesting scenario on its own. This is what I look like with my helmet on in a scooter, guys. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the whole story. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure I butchered a couple of those things, but it was just, you know, it's hard for me to even get the story out. I'm so grateful that I finally got my bike back. I literally can't thank the community enough for helping me out. It just shows how strong the motorcycle community really is. But once again, I can't thank enough for doing what he did. I know his son Devin watches my channel. Devin, this is a shout out to you. I want to personally deliver you merch, food. I mean, you name it, dude. I'll bring it, because I can't thank you enough for getting my bike back. The people that stole it. He's in prison now for a long time, even if it's only one of them. But what a crazy weekend, guys. The amount of emotions that we went through during this entire thing, we were so stressed out just trying to find our bikes. I got to a point where I thought I was never going to find that thing again, but we did it. We did it, guys.
Yeah, 25 and I'm 9 years in it. Thinking back to 16, I was lost with a vision. Just a youngin' running around trying to figure it out. Knew that I would make it work, but I didn't know how. Now I'm here 2020 and I'm proud of myself. I never went and got upset about the cards I was dealt. I just had to work it out, put my foot on the gas. A lot of